You will not believe what just happened on Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief himself, walked back into that arena, and what he revealed changed everything. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button right now and smash that notification bell, because Hardcore Highlights is where the biggest moments in WWE get broken down like nowhere else. And trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. Now let's talk about this, because this wasn't just a return. This wasn't just Roman Reigns showing up to remind the world that he exists. No, this was calculated. This was deliberate. This was the head of the table walking into Monday Night Raw with a purpose. And that purpose had a name attached to it. But before we get there, let's set the scene. For weeks now, Jay Uso has been walking around Raw carrying something heavy. You could see it in his face every single time he stepped through that curtain. Main Event Jay, the people's guy, the one who broke free from the bloodline and carved his own path, has been looking over his shoulder. And we didn't know why. The attacks were vicious. They were personal. They were targeted. Somebody wanted Jay Uso hurt, and not just hurt. They wanted him broken. They wanted to send a message, and nobody had answers. Not the locker room, not the commentators, not even Jay himself, who came out week after week with fire in his eyes, but uncertainty written all over him. Who would do this? Who hated Jay Uso this deeply? Who had the motive, the access, and the cold-blooded conviction to go after someone like Jay again and again without showing their face? That question has been burning inside every single WWE fan for weeks. And on this night, this Monday Night Raw, the answer finally arrived. And it walked down that ramp in a suit that cost more than your rent. When Roman Reigns' music hit, that arena erupted. Say what you want about Roman's history. Say what you want about the complicated relationship between him and Jay Uso. When that music drops and the tribal chief steps through that curtain, the entire world stops. Because you know something real is about to happen. Roman doesn't do empty appearances. Roman doesn't show up just to shake hands and wave at the crowd. When Roman Reigns walks into a building, there is a reason. And everyone in that arena felt it. He walked down slowly, deliberately. That same cold, calculated energy that made him the most dominant champion in the history of this company, radiating off every single step. No Jimmy, no Paul Heyman, no entourage. Just Roman, just the tribal chief. And that alone told you everything. This moment was too important to share. He grabbed that mic, and the crowd was hanging on every syllable before he even opened his mouth. And then he said it. He looked straight into the camera, paused just long enough for your heart to skip, and he revealed who has been behind the attacks on Jay Uso. Now, I'm not going to spoil that reveal without giving you every single layer of what it means, because this isn't just about a name. This is about the story behind that name. This is about the why. And the why is where this thing gets absolutely diabolical. Think about everything Jay Uso sacrificed to break free from the bloodline. Think about what it cost him. Think about the relationships he burned, the bridges he crossed, and the nights he spent proving to himself and to this entire WWE universe that he was more than just Roman's enforcer.
He became Main Event Jay. He won the crowd. He earned their love. He built something real, something that was his own. And somebody couldn't stand it. Somebody watched Jay Uso rise and decided they needed to tear it down. And now that we have a face to put to the attacks, now that Roman Reigns himself has stepped forward to expose the truth, everything that has happened over the last several weeks hits completely different. Every ambush, every moment Jay was left lying on that floor, you replay it all through this new lens, and it all makes sense in the most devastating way. This is the kind of storytelling that reminds you why professional wrestling at its very best is unlike anything else in entertainment, because they took their time with this. They let the mystery breathe. They made you feel Jay's confusion and frustration and pain, and they made you live in that uncertainty right alongside him. And then, at exactly the right moment, they brought in the one man whose presence commands the entire narrative. The tribal chief, the guy who was the architect of the bloodline saga from day one. Roman Reigns revealing Jay Uso's attacker isn't just a Raw moment, it is a turning point. It changes the trajectory of Jay's story in a way that could define the next chapter of his career. Because now Jay knows. Now the target has a face. Now this thing gets personal in a way it hasn't been before. And if you know Jay Uso, if you have watched him fight and claw and refuse to stay down, then you already know what's coming next is going to be something special. The question now is simple. What does Jay do with this information? Does he charge in head first the way the old Jay would have? Or has he grown enough, matured enough as a competitor and as a man to play this smart, to let the fire burn controlled instead of wild? That is the drama that is unfolding right in front of us, and it is absolutely electric. I want to know what you think. Drop it in the comments right now. Who do you think is behind the attacks, and what do you think Jay Uso is going to do about it? This comment section is always on fire, and I read every single one. Your takes make this channel what it is, so let's hear them. And while you're down there, smash that like button. It takes 2 seconds, and it means everything for getting this content out to more wrestling fans who need to be part of this conversation. Share this video. Your wrestling friends need to see this breakdown right now. Because here is the thing about this Roman Reigns return that people might be sleeping on. This isn't Roman coming back to reclaim something for himself. At least not yet. This is Roman inserting himself into a story that he helped create. The bloodline, the fractures within it, the fallout. Roman Reigns is the center of all of it, even when he's not on screen. And the moment he walked back onto Raw and made that revelation, he didn't just expose an attacker. He reminded every single person watching that the bloodline's shadow is still long, that his influence still reaches into every corner of this company, that you can leave the bloodline, but the bloodline never fully leaves you. Jay Uso wanted freedom. He found it. He thrived in it. But even in that freedom, the past came hunting him down. And the tribal chief, whether as a protector, a manipulator, or something in between, just made sure Jay can't ignore it anymore. This Monday Night Raw just set the table for something massive.
And Hardcore Highlights is going to be here every single step of the way to break it all down for you. So if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and make sure you never miss a single highlight, a single breakdown, a single moment that matters in WWE. Stay locked in, stay passionate, and we will see you in the next one. Yeet!